What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich. I have a nice little segment for us to do today. Why there's so many lights on today? I think I turned these lights on by mistake, but ooh, lights out, gotta go. But yeah, back to work again, guys. So here with the morning vlog again, so you guys enjoy the vlog. Here it is. It's really cold today, and back on the job. You gotta get my shoes on first, you know, before you go. You gotta get your shoes on, get in the car. Maybe I'll warm it up today, and then we start talking about Iran, Team Melly, and their you know, troubles right now. So I appreciate everyone who tuned in for the vlog once again. Really appreciate it. And if you're new here, thank you very much for choosing to subscribe. You know, we have a nice community. We got a nice host. It's windy and cold. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. See what I have to go through, guys? See what I have to go through. That's why I enjoy that 1 week vacation, you know. Oh my God. Freezing cold today. Now the winter has really kicked in. Okay, so oh man. Starts right up. You know, the wife actually thinks that I spent my whole vacation making videos, but I beg to differ. I spend my vacation resting, relaxing, you know, no pressure, gotta get up and go to work, and you know what I mean? So I think my wife's a liar. Really think she's a liar. But we have a few minutes before I move, so let's give some shout outs and get into the segment. Shout outs to Junior Nometry Ball. He says, I always watch to the end, Dominic. Thank you very much, Junior. I appreciate it. And if you're watching this right now, just watch to the end. Watch the videos to the end, man. If you're a faithful Dominic Rich FC subscriber and you're a fan, watch to the end. If you can't finish now, come back later and finish. Appreciate it. Aliu Mboge says, don't skip the ads. Thank you very much, Aliu. And yes, guys, don't skip the ads. That's how I, you know, earn some money. Not to earn a living, because you obviously see I'm going to work, but that's how I earn some money to, you know, keep the channel running. To keep things, you know, nice and spiffy over here. Third shout out goes to Ryan LFC, man, Liverpool fan. He has a channel. Go check him out. He asked me, which game was I watching? Can't be Liverpool versus Man United, because a lot of these Liverpool fans just thought that they couldn't have lost the game. The reason why I said that the game could have gone any which way is because of the opportunities Man United had. They had opportunities. They had good opportunities too. And they spewed every single one of them. Or they weren't good enough to put it past Alisson. If you go back, watch the highlights. Liverpool had their opportunities. They should have scored more goals, yes. They had more opportunities. They were all over United, hung in them. But United had their chances. They could have drew the game. They could have drew the game. They could have even won the game. It's football. The ball is round. But I just said that to just put it out there. I didn't mean that Man United were going to win the game. I knew they weren't going to. I never predicted them to win the game. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Nazirul Kabir says, a point away from winning back-to-back titles. Damn, this world could be cruel. He's talking about Liverpool losing by 1 point last season to Man City. And now they're pretty much running away with the league, 16 points ahead of us with a game in hand. So you could just say 19. And he's saying it should have been back-to-back titles. A point away. A point away, because they did have a better goal difference than us, I think, last season. So they would have won back-to-back titles. But I'm here talking about Liverpool, and hardly any Liverpool fans are going to be watching this. If you're a Liverpool fan and you're watching this right now, just hashtag Liverpool FC, LFC, in the comment section down below, because this video is not about Liverpool. So I don't expect to have a lot of Liverpool fans up in here. Not a lot. Then Floyd Kennedy says, "Hi Dominic, it's a done deal. We're going to win the league." And he's talking about Liverpool again. So yes, Floyd, you guys are going to win the league. Definitely going to win the league. So guys, I want to actually talk about Iran quickly before I get moving, because I don't really want to be driving, and I have some things I actually want to read. And this is some big news. I don't know if a lot of you guys knew about this news, but the AFC, the Asian Football Federation, or Confederation I should say, has temporarily banned Iran from hosting international football due to the political unrest in recent weeks. That has to do with the whole Donald Trump situation and his assassination of the general, and Iran wanted to retaliate, and it's been hostile in Iran lately. So I'm thinking this could be a conspiracy. It could be Donald Trump behind this whole thing. It could be. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think. The Iran under-23 team will miss this summer's Olympics football tournament hosted by Japan. In terms of the 2022 World Cup qualification, Iran are third in second round Group C on 6 points, behind Bahrain, second, who has 9 points, and Iraq, top of the group, with 11 points. And both these teams has inflicted L's on Iran. What is going on with Iran? 6 points from 2 games. They defeated 2 minnows, and they can't beat Bahrain. Bahrain might be considered a minnow too. Iraq might be considered a minnow. Might be by some people's lofty standards. But Iran hasn't been playing well. But Iraq has been definitely playing well. Iraq has been playing well. So I have to adjust my, climate control thing there. So, if Team Melly, with 4 matches remaining, only 4 matches remaining, if Team Melly fails to better Iraq and Bahrain in Group C of the second round, they will therefore miss the third round and the 2022 World Cup altogether. Minnows Cambodia, who was deserted by the head coach Kisuki Handa, left for dead, and Hong Kong, the troubled Hong Kong, are the other teams in the group. Qualification matches resume in March of 2020. This year, AFC 2022 World Cup qualification resumes, and I bet a lot of you guys are waiting for me to start talking about that again. Mark Wilmots left his post as head coach of Iran in December of 2019, and the hunt for a replacement is still ongoing. But guys, did Iran miss the last World Cup hosted by South Korea, Japan? Didn't they? So are these signs that Iran could possibly miss another World Cup hosted by an Asian country? You just think about this. They didn't do too bad. At the last World Cup at all. And they could be missing the next one altogether. So guys like Sada Azmoun and Jahan Bashka and Mehdi Taremi, these guys need to pull their act together. They need to pull their act together and help Iran out, because it's looking like Iran are doomed. It's looking like Iran are cancelled in terms of the 2022 World Cup. They're already being cancelled out for the 2020 Summer Olympics football tournament, and now the World Cup is looking likely. Do you guys think that Donald Trump has anything to do with this? Do you think Donald Trump has anything to do with this, guys? I don't mean to be all political and stuff, Nor do I want to start a conspiracy around this whole thing. Well, I'm saying I don't want to, but I kind of did. But let me know down below. Guys, you remember the Nike situation with Iran before the 2018 World Cup when they pulled out and refused to supply the Iranian national team with their boots? Remember that? And left them in a spot of bother. But Iran still went to the World Cup and they represented themselves pretty damn well. Pretty damn well. So, good luck, man. Good luck, Team Melly. I wish you all the best. But you have to sort yourself out, man. Political unrest in the country is definitely affecting football. Because if you can't play these matches at home against the likes of Iraq, Bahrain, Cambodia, Japan, Hong Kong, it could definitely affect you. It could definitely affect you. I actually forgot to check and see if the matches against Iraq and Bahrain were played on home soil for Iran. I definitely forgot. So if any one of you guys could check that out and let me know in the comment section down below, please do so. I'm not perfect, you know. That's why I have you guys to at least put something in the comments and let me know if it's definitive, because that's a good point I should have made. I should have made the point on whether Iran already played such and such amount of home matches. Yeah, I probably played 2 home matches and 2 away so far. But all we know is Bahrain and Iraq dropped L's on Iran. So guys, to talk a bit about the AFC Under 23 tournament currently going on right now, that will be qualifiers for the 2020 Summer Olympics hosted by Japan. The top 3 teams in the tournament will qualify alongside the host Japan, who has already been knocked out, who was terrible at the tournament. And now I think about it, the reason why Japan was so terrible at the tournament is because they didn't choose to send their strongest team possible, because they had already qualified. So they used that tournament to give some players some opportunities. It can't be no other way. That definitely has to be it. But we are now down to the semifinals. The quarterfinals are wrapped up, and we know the 4 semi-finalists. So guys, in the quarterfinals, Saudi Arabia defeated Thailand 1-0. That was a controversial match. With Saudi Arabia won, they were awarded a penalty via VAR. First, the referee blowed for a free kick, and then because of tugging outside the box, and then the player went down inside the box, VAR deemed it to be a penalty for Saudi Arabia, who defeated Thailand on home soil. Thailand was the home team because the tournament was played in Thailand, and they defeated Thailand 1-0. So Saudi Arabia will move on to the semis. Australia defeated Syria 1-0 as well. I did predict both of these matches right, that Saudi Arabia and Australia will move on, and bam. Then South Korea, who has won every single game in the tournament so far, well, in the group stage proper, and now the quarterfinals, they defeated Jordan 2-1. I did predict them to win that game too. So the 3 teams that topped their respective groups all went on to win their quarterfinal matches. And Uzbekistan versus the UAE ended in a 5-1 win for Uzbekistan. Ridiculous. Like, that's a smashing. That is what you call a smashing. 5-1. So the UAE turns out to be the only team who topped their group who did not go on to the semifinals. So poor. Very, very poor. So it will be 3 out of these 4 teams. Saudi Arabia will play Uzbekistan in the semis, and Australia will play South Korea. 3 of these teams will join Japan at the 2020 Summer Olympics to represent Asia. Who's gonna be? Saudi Arabia versus Uzbekistan. What's my prediction there? Guys, Uzbekistan are the defending champions. I did not predict them to get this far. I didn't. I don't think I did. Really don't think I did. At least not to win the tournament. I predicted Vietnam to win the tournament, and Vietnam let me down, man. They let me down. They got knocked out. They got defeated by North Korea. Therefore, couldn't even make it out the group. They placed bottom of their group. They made the finals last time around and placed bottom of the group. It would have been nice, and it would have helped Vietnamese football to continue to excel. This one, Uzbekistan. I'm going to go for Uzbekistan. And for Australia against South Korea, these two teams met in qualifiers already, and that match ended in a draw. Who's going to win this match? Guys, I'm going to go for South Korea here. They have been really good in the group phase, really good in the tournament. So has Australia, but this South Korea team looks way more supreme. So I'm be going for South Korea to defeat Australia. So it would be a South Korea-Uzbekistan final. Saudi Arabia will take on Australia for that final spot for the 2020 Summer Olympics football tournament. Woo! So a little bit, about Iran, the AFC Under-23 tournament, talking about Liverpool in the shoutouts, just to touch on some international football issues that's going on right now. Stuff that people are not really talking about. Nothing too major. I'm not even expecting a lot of people to watch this video. My expectations are very, very low. Very, very, very low in terms of this video. But it's just information that I want to get out to you guys. Just information, good information. And remember, guys, that's what the vlogs are all about. Sharing fun football stories. So I have a few more topics I want to talk about before I get to where I'm going. Maybe 5 minutes time. I'll get over there. I want to catch the first bus because it's too damn cold to walk today. Too cold. My toes are going to be freezing. But some more international football, guys. FC Porto's Tiquinho Suarez is aiming to become a Portuguese citizen, like a naturalized Portuguese citizen, with the goal for playing for the Portugal national team. I was about to say the Portuguese national team, but I didn't have that written down. I have Portugal national team. So you want to link up with the likes of Bernardo, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Danilo Pereira, William Carvalho, and co. in the Portuguese national team, the current holders of the European trophy. Both European trophies. The Nations League and the European Championship. So not a bad team to link up with, right? Not a bad team to link up with at all. So, the 29-year-old Brazilian striker, born in Brazil, is in his 6th Liga NOS season. He has played with a few Portuguese clubs, primarily Porto. He has 119 caps for Porto, scoring 60 goals. So the man is quite prolific. He's quite prolific, and he has been one of the most potent strikers in the Portuguese league for some time. It's a pity that Premier League clubs didn't go in for him, or La Liga clubs, because this man banging them in for fun over in Portugal. So I want to wish Tiquinho Suarez good luck. He looks to follow the footsteps of Diego Sousa, who was the last Brazilian-born player to be naturalized for the Portuguese national team. He is now playing his football in China. So Diego Sousa, who's like 30, I don't know if he's going to make the team by playing in China. So Suarez, man, Tiquinho, Francisco Tiquinho Suarez, this might be the prime time for you to get your naturalized citizenship and get into the Portuguese national team. On the topic of switching allegiance, guys, I did say I didn't really had anything to do with, talk about in terms of Liverpool in this video, but I do have something. I do have something nice. I do have a nice little golden nugget for you guys. Like, share it already, Dominic. Share it already and stop talking. Share it already. Arsenal's team doctor, Gary O'Driscoll, joins Premier League leaders Liverpool on a permanent basis. The transfer window is currently open right now, and the doctor chooses to, jump through and switch allegiance from Arsenal to Liverpool. Not that doctors, can't move outside the transfer window. I'm just being silly. But he follows Oxlade-Chamberlain from Arsenal to Liverpool. And Oxlade-Chamberlain is going to need him because, he's always injured. So Gary O'Driscoll switching allegiance there, from Arsenal to Liverpool. That's a great signing, though. Great signing by Liverpool. Smart move, Doc. And I wish you all the best because you're very smart. Very, very, very smart. Back to Portugal before we end this vlog, guys. SC Braga beats FC Porto at Estádio do Dragão. Yes, they beat them in their home stadium. Listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully. For the first time in almost 15 years. 15 years. The 2-1 loss is also the first time FC Porto has suffered a home defeat in months. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff by Braga. Guys, I was doing some research on the Portuguese league, and for like the past 6 seasons, it's only been Benfica, Sporting, Porto, and Braga, and maybe 1 season with Guimarães in the top 4. And this season, a club by the name of Famalicão or something like that, who just got promoted, they're in the top 4 as well. And I'll talk a bit more about that team. I have that written down to talk about that team. Check it out. 3rd in Liga NOS right now. Team newly promoted. Haven't been in the Premier League for like years. And they're doing well. That's the power of money, That's what money could do. But guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. That's it for the vlog today. Gotta catch the bus. Probably gonna miss it, but I have to try my best. I have to still try my best to catch it. Oh man, where is that it? But I'd like to thank you guys very much for tuning in to another vlog. I really, really appreciate it. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Smash the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts about the whole Iran situation in the comment section down below. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.